being a girl dad. How has that experience shaped you?
It's been pretty awesome for me. It's something that I just take a lot of pride in and enjoy. Learning, from my daughters and trying to be a good role model for them.
How do you balance that? Obviously, it's a busy schedule. You're on the road a lot of the year, away from the family a ton. How have you learned to balance, being there, like you said earlier, doing the homework with them, that sort of thing, and also the NBA schedule?
You're forced to, be more organized with your time, and there's definitely priorities that you have, responsibilities with the team, but for me, it's always making sure that I find time, for my family, and with my girls, whether it's and Ian, whether it's playing with them, doing homework, whatever it is, just making sure that we have that quality time, because during the season it's very difficult. So it's really just taking advantage of those moments.
Is that something you ever talk to some of the younger guys about, just as they come up in the league, just kind of time management and sort of balancing family and outside of basketball and all that?
No question. Those are things that that we always talk about, and I try to encourage them, some of our guys, and I feel like the earlier you're able to balance that out and figure your schedule out, it always goes a long ways. It is helpful, and it's something that the sooner that you do it, the better it's going to be, and I feel like the more success you'll be able to have.
Have you ever gotten any of Ian's homework and been like, wow, I got to go back and kind of...
Oh yeah, no, it happened to me. Yeah, we were doing fractions, and I completely forgot how to do fractions, so I was struggling. I had to look it up and relearn it.
Al, you were sharing a story about your mom. Were you 7 when you told her you wanted to be an NBA player?
I was 7 years old. I just started playing basketball.
And you think the reason she believed in you is, were you particularly good, or was she just kind of supportive of your dream?
Like I said, we're living in Santo Domingo, and I'm playing in outdoor courts, and I don't know if she knew, to the extent of of what I was gonna be, but there are certain moments, throughout your life that will stay with you, and for me that was one of those moments, and I felt like it was pretty genuine, and that she believed me, and definitely that was very positive for me moving forward.
And then her being a sports reporter, did that shape at all, even just your interactions with the media moving forward, or just how did that alter you now being an NBA player and also doing
Absolutely, no question. Growing up, I was in a lot of events with her. She covered, baseball, basketball, volleyball, racing, just you name it. And I was always with her, and seeing that relationship and being in media rooms, and being around that scenario, and then also with my dad, him playing and being around locker rooms, and having kind of the both worlds. For me, that was pretty cool. But to answer your question, from a very early age, I felt like that. That shaped me, and gave me an appreciation and understanding of what goes to both sides and how challenging both sides can be.
How does she continue to support you? Obviously, you told her that goal, that aspiration you had through the years and just through your journey. How would you describe how she supported you?
Always there for me, encouraging, always believing in me, and just enjoying all of this. There's been some hard times, good times, all this stuff all throughout, and I just think ultimately we're just happy to be in this position and be able for me to still, after many years, still be playing professionally, and I'm very grateful, and I know she's very grateful for us to be in this position.
A lot of it probably happens behind the scenes, but have you seen people like Ashley and Allison Feaster make their imprint on the Celtics?
It is very impressive, and how Ashley was talking about, not a lot of women in our field, and she's someone that we all have a lot of respect for, and Madison as well. They blend right in with us, and they, you know, they pick their spots when they feel like you need to say something or whatever, and you know, they're just, it's a part of the family. So we're pretty fortunate to have two women like that in our organization.
How's your excitement level for tomorrow's game, even though it's still a regular season game?
Excited about it. You know, we're here at home, and it's a great chance for us to continue to get better. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
And this homestand as a whole, Cavs, Nuggets, Lakers, Thunders, how are you guys kind of viewing this whole upcoming stretch here?
Yeah, no, it's exciting, but I saw it. I this morning I looked at the stretch. I'm like, man, a lot of games and tough games too. But you know, again, ultimately we have to, you know, just focus on tomorrow and understand that we can't look past anyone. And it's the same approach that we've had all year. But it's gonna be good for us. Especially, it's gonna be good for us to be here and to be able to continue to play good basketball.
On the game you guys were just playing, you noticed that you weren't letting the kids win. What's your mentality when it comes to when you're playing kids? Is like just being as competitive as possible? Like, how do you approach that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I enjoy it. I think they enjoy it, and you know, we're trying to see how good we can be. If there were younger kids, I might have been a little more lenient, but I felt like they were going to be talking if they were winning, so I wasn't going to let that happen. So I had to make sure that I won.
You mentioned how long of a journey it's been. How much does your family support and just, you know, their commitment to kind of keep pushing you back to play year in and year out factored into how long your career has gone and, you know, how much you've committed to it?
Yeah, well, for me, you know, my wife Amelia it's my biggest supporter, and the reason why I'm able to still go out and compete and play and do everything that I do. She, you know, she's always encouraging me. She does amazing taking care of our kids and our family and just holding it all down for me. So that gives me the ability to, you know, to go out and do what I do and work, and it's something that I couldn't be in the position that I'm in if she wasn't on board, if she wasn't, you know, willing to go through this with me. So it's been pretty cool for us, you know, to be able to go through this and knowing that I have her support and that she's always, you know, she's always there for me.
Grant Lidge recently retired your number. What was it like being back there, being celebrated at one of the places where it all started for you?
It was special. It was special to be back. I mean, the celebration part was cool, but for me, more than anything, was, you know, to see, you know, a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. You know, a lot of my high school teammates came out to see me. One of my high school teammates is actually the head coach there now, so getting to hang with him, getting to see some old staff, some old teachers that are still around and they're still there. So just seeing the people, so that was pretty special. I've done camps there in the summer time in the past. It's been a few years now, but usually nobody's around. You know, it's summertime, but like this time for everybody to be there, that was the more special part for me.
Oh, I'm Carmen Paul from TV Bank, but we're going to do a story on this. So why did, with your busy schedule and you're playing Cleveland on Friday and stuff, why did you make time for this event? What was so important about it?
Yeah, I just think it's important for us being part of the Boston Celtics. We just understand the importance of community, and for me to find this moment and this moment focusing on women and empowering young girls and things like that. It just felt it hit home for me, and for me to do it, and looking to inspire in any way that I could and motivate. So besides the schedule, I just feel like it's important to give back to the community, to be involved in the community that you're in. And I feel like our team, we do a really good job of that. Our players are always conscious of doing these types of events.
Last question to Tom Rizzo.
En español, por favor. Hoy, día de la independencia dominicana, estás tú, las preguntas de mis compañeros, ocupado, pero tienes tiempo para estar aquí un día como hoy. Para
Sí,
ustedes.
no, para la comunidad. Yo contento de estar aquí, de poder compartir con este grupo de niñas y estar aquí y ayudarlas y motivarlas a que sigan estudiando, a que sigan sus sueños, a que practiquen disciplinas deportivas. Y para mí como dominicano es un día especial, sí, el Día de la Independencia es un día muy bonito, pero contento de poder estar aquí hoy.
Sí, otra preguntita, por favor. El próximo mes, por primera vez, los Celtics van a tener juegos en Telemundo en español. Esto es histórico.
Sí, sí, sí.
¿Cómo te sientes ahora sabiendo que los partidos del Celtics van a estar en español para nuestra fanática?
No, pero muy emocionado, no sabía de eso. Muy emocionado, de verdad que eso enseña el progreso del baloncesto. Y los Boston Celtics es un equipo que gente latina y en los países de nosotros lo siguen mucho. Entonces esto es algo que es histórico,
Sí.
Y yo estoy muy contento de ser parte de eso y de que podamos jugar esos partidos. Hay que ganarlos,
Sí.
hay que ganarlos para que la gente esté contenta con eso.
Para finalizar, una invitación a nuestra comunidad a que vean este partido de los Celtics en Telemundo en Inglaterra.
Claro, toda la comunidad vean ese juego en Telemundo, no me lo vean en cualquier otra red, tiene que ser en Telemundo, hay que apoyar.
Thanks, everyone.
Come on.
Thank you.